What game? Yeah, I'm confused.
It's that game where you
But
play. I
it's a
put a
full
video up a
game.
little while ago.
Are you guys starting?
But,
Yeah.
it's loading in
Okay.
right now. Yeah. Anyway, what the shit's going on?
Throwback from last night. Do you remember?
Shit.
What you gonna do with all that junk? All that junk.
Oh my god. God damn it.
Patrick,
I fucking. It wasn't me. We were fucking playing Ghost Recon and we were attacking like the final boss of the game last night, and we definitely shouldn't have been. Like, we were way under equipped. Well, like the one dude's like, let's get the fight music going, and he's like, it's My Humps by fucking the Black Eyed Peas. Well, then he starts playing like some kind of Slayer shit, which was fine, but Tyler's like, I thought you said you were playing the Black Eyed Peas, and then he started playing it, and it was just it was fucking madness. We got slaughtered to the Black Eyed Peas.
Anthony, you know how Mel Gibson was reading the book on like massacres and like We Are Soldiers, you know?
Yeah.
And there's, you know, that massacre in the book. That was basically the massacre that happened to us last night while My Humps was ringing out through the basement of this fucking bunker whilst a man just disassembles our bodies with a handgun.
It was the Punisher even, so it was all the more fitting.
Patrick, or Mike, why are you always in queue when I pick a game?
I don't know, man. You just don't like me. You won't let me have cheesecake. You're telling me to hurry, now you're not letting me join games.
Patrick, we're gonna spawn at B, we're gonna go to C, and we're gonna take that shit over.
Sounds good. There's a lot of dead people over there, but I'm sure we'll be fine.
Oh yeah, we'll be okay. I got the ribby rolls.
You know, I remember last night kind of reminds me. Do you remember it was a Rainbow Six game. It was it was after Roguespear. What the fuck was it called?
There's no other game besides Roguespear.
Hold on, Doyle. I'm gonna.
Whoa!
What just happened to us? Are we alive?
I hit a ramp.
Oh. I'm gonna have to turn down the party chat sound real quick because I can't.
Am I too loud?
Yeah, no, you're fine. The game's too loud.
Oh yeah, you gotta adjust your settings, man.
There we go.
Alright, let's get out and kill.
There's a fucking.
Alright, I can hear you way better now. My game's not loading. I'm fucking trying to get out, but looking at a goddamn screen. Alright. Nope, still looking at a screen. Come on, dude. Stupid ass game.
Bitch.
Alright, I'm free. Ow, I'm getting shot from the beach over there.
There's a tank behind us somewhere. Where did that come from, Anthony?
I got him. He was right here.
Evil, evil man.
Oh, that evil American. I just got bayoneted, so watch out.
Damn it.
Fucking Yoshi.
Damn it. Should have pulled out my fucking handgun. Dirty bear got me.
Some of the guns in Battlefield 1 are fucking amazing, and I wish they were in this game.
I heard don't they have like this that sweet spot thing with the sniper rifles?
Yeah, if you're at the right amount of like distance, like every sniper rifle has it, like if you hit a guy between like 120 and 150 meters, you can kill him with a body shot because you're at the ideal range or whatever.
I could not get my damn sensitivity dialed in, and I was all over the damn place this morning.
There's a tank out there, and I hate it.
I'm gonna kill it. I'm gonna blow it up. Oh, never mind.
Ah, showed you, huh? What are we attacking, C?
We're trying to get to C, but now we lost B, those tanks. I guess go to D.
Let's see here. I gotta spawn back in here. Where you at, Doyle? Yeah,
there's people trying to take D here, Doyle.
Let's take D. Let's hop on this D.
Tonight on Doyle Takes the D.
He takes the D.
I was all on top of D. It was crazy. All up inside it. Loving it strong.
Down to the D.
Grinding on the D. Yeah, I'm gonna blow these fucking things up because I hate them.
Yeah, blow them up.
Blow up this D.
About to make this D explode.
Hey, look, they're holding B, the only one that has, you know, the tanks and stuff. I wonder. Friday.
Oh shit, that building almost got me.
Is there a boat available? We can...
Boats nose, boats nose.
There's a lot of stuff going on. Oh my god, why is everything around me blowing up? What the hell is happening?
Welcome to Earth.
It's cinematic as fuck, Patrick.
I was sound like running by these things when they're blowing up. It's crazy. It's all being done in one shot.
Did you guys see it?
No, I'm gonna try to go and see it this week. We're leaving for a cruise next weekend, so we're pretty busy this weekend.
It's so fucking good.
I slept 3 hours last night because I was laying in bed thinking about running through trenches and bombs going off and being stabbed.
Ah, such a shot.
I told you about how I gave like Andrea like a 25-minute like synopsis of the movie that she didn't ask for. She did the how is the movie? And I was like,
oh, there's a guy on top of the warehouse.
Oh, I got it. I'm really putting his life.
I'm bleeding out front.
I can get you.
He's dead. I'm gonna kill him.
Cha cha cha. Dude, dude.
Yeah, you saved me. You're my hero.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit,
something.
So head to bay. Ooh, good shot. Bullets flying around. There's someone behind us? Is that? Oh, it's just this tank. Oh, like I'm hearing this machine gun go off. I'm like, what's happening?
Charlie's all around us.
Fucking Charlie. They came from everywhere.
I would love to play a Vietnam Battlefield game. I would even play a Vietnam Call of Duty.
Didn't they do a Battlefield like 1960
It's bad.
something like that?
It's really bad. It was on computer. I like the game.
Oh, that's what I
that
get for
tank.
trying to help you. There's a tank right there.
I'm gonna go kill it.
Okay.
It's dead.
Uh-oh, I got a viewer. Who could it be?
Can I get a medic?
Welcome, viewer.
Medic.
Sanitator.
Sanitator.
Sanitator, sanitator. Sanitator, sanitator, sanitator. Oh,
there's
shit.
stuff behind us.
Yeah.
Screw 'em, we're taking B still.
We're surrounded by enemies.
There must be 50, 60 of them.
Yeah, we have the high ground.
I need a machete and a guy who speaks Hutu.
Like, I love a good high ground joke.
It's never out of, it's never bad.
Alright, let's take an alpha.
I didn't appreciate the high ground jokes until like last couple months ago when I finally finished like that movie in one sitting. Because Anthony was telling me about the high ground stuff, and so I had to finally watch it, and I got to it, and I was like, wow, that's definitely, I understand it now, and it was definitely worth it. I have the high ground.
It's over, Anakin. I have the high ground. And I remember, like, even in the theater, I think me and Anthony, we went and saw that, didn't we? It was you and me and then...
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember, like, even in the theater thinking, like, what the fuck is this shit? Nope, cut his legs off.
That movie
then,
was like, there's like that whole fight was like, oh man, this is so epic, it's so close, it's like
Yeah.
back and forth, and then all of a sudden it's like, bam, pile driver.
I know, right? Over. It was like friggin' Owen Hart giving the pile driver the stone cold. His neck was a little too low. Boom, lights out. Okay.
It's like, Obi-Wan got his limit break, and he's like, I'm ending this shit.
Yeah. Oh, and then like, oh yeah, the Jedi are all about peace and understanding. Like, bitch, I'm gonna cut your legs off and leave you there to burn to death, motherfucker. I'm just like, God damn, seriously.
Savage.
Like, you know what? I kind of hope he comes back as a half-robot demon god and kills half the Jedi.
Oh, what the heck? You've earned it.
I mean, right?
Mystery viewer on the
Obi-Wan's
Dose
like,
of It
I'm
at
not even
Nerd
mad.
Acumen YouTube channel. Can you hear our game audio? Fine. If you could possibly just give me a thumbs up so that you can hear us, that'd be awesome.
Or ignore him.
Or ignore
Talking
me
to me?
and increase the mystery. I remember the last time we streamed on the channel, I had like really, the game audio was super quiet, so I don't know.
Okay, hold on now. Alright, back to Bravo.
Where are we, Chicago?
I literally don't see anybody. I keep getting shot from places, and then I'm
Ooh.
okay. I mean, I don't even know. I don't know these levels. It's just a big island, I guess, so, huh? It's like a big
Yeah, it's
horseshoe.
like a horseshoe-shaped one.
Focus, Jack. Yeah, this is one of the newer levels, actually. They had this level in Battlefield 1942 on computer, and there was literally like 2 buildings and about 6 trees, and about 10 times bigger. You're just walking on a desert isle, taking sniper shots from 1,000 meters away. What a time to be alive.
I feel like after Obi-Wan body slammed Anakin, he's like, I'm gonna go fuck Padme, and then she dies. He's like, God damn it.
Right, if he would have had the Jedi healing trick, like, he could have just been like, hey, Padme, have my D and heal yourself. It's the only way. And she would have been healed.
Only everybody knew that fucking trick.
Right, if he would have healed her with her D, like, he wouldn't have to use his D, obviously, but if he was like, hey, my D has healing powers, take it, and she does, and she heals, well, goddamn, every time she has, like a cut or something, she'd be like, so, Obi-Wan, you wanna, heal me for old time's sake? And he'd be like, yeah.
He really would be Jesus then.
Yeah. God. Okay, well.
I don't think I still live there or not. Okay, he's dead.
Uh-oh. I see an enemy.
God, I made one of my, like, most comfiest beanbag forts in the world right now.
Ooh, that guy just got blown the fuck up.
I can't wait for technology to improve enough to where, like, grenades and, like, explosions will, like, dismember people. You know what I mean? Like,
Where they won't, or they will?
No, they will. I want to see some people getting, like, blown in half from, like, artillery shells. You know what I mean?
Like in this game?
Yeah, in the game. In the game.
They can do that. They just don't want these games to be that brutal.
Well, they need to. It was a pretty brutal war.
There was this game for PlayStation 2 that Shane had. It was called, like, Soldier of Fortune or something. And in that game, you could blow off limbs with a shotgun.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of games can include it. They just, like, it's almost like, it's like you have M-rated games, and then you can have, like, extreme M-rated games. You know what I mean? It's like when you don't have an X rating for a video game. So it's like, a lot of games will push the envelope, but, like, they don't feel the need to it because, like, even though you might appreciate a guy getting blown in half and his entrails everywhere, like, there's a lot of kids whose parents would be like, dude, like, we limited just being able to stab. You know what I mean? Yeah, so they're gonna weigh the cost of, what they can get.
It would have to be, like, one of those, like, crowdsourced, like, indie games that did it, that everyone plays on computer and, like, LAN parties. Like, yeah, I know what you're saying, though.
Yeah.
I feel like there is definitely, like, a threshold with video games and, like, how extreme they are. Like, yeah. I remember when I played Grand Theft Auto 3 for the first time, you could just senselessly beat, like, a dead body with a stick for, like, however long you wanted. And I was like, whoa, that's intense.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, remember, like, even having sex with a prostitute, it's just a car going up and down, but you're like, oh, what the fuck?
12-year-old me, though, I'll be damned if I didn't get a boner from that. You know what I mean? Better than watching the... Whoa, that guy's floating.
There's a lot going on in this hangar right now.
Oh, this is a lovely room of death.
Damn sniper.
Where's he at?
Oh shit, there's 3 on the backside. I'm marking them.
Is there? Yep. Is there? I can't remember. I haven't played. Is there a way to, like, mark people when you aim at them, or is that feature gone?
Yep, R1.
R1, okay.
And when you die, you can, like, rapidly press it, and it'll automatically mark them for, like, 2 seconds.
Trying to mark this damn sniper. He's, like, right over in there.
Did you see the newest Star Wars movie, Patrick?
Tyler went and saw it, and then I heard some things about it, and I really didn't like The Last Jedi, and it sounds like I probably wouldn't have liked the new one either.
It's my favorite of the newer movies, and that's coming from someone who's, like, a more recent, like, Star Wars fanboy. I don't really care for the previous 2 movies. I don't hate them. Not my favorite, but this one was definitely the best one. That being said, very open-ended and frustrating at points. You shouldn't have to go home and get on Reddit to, like, get answers that you very easily could have been done.
if you guys have both seen it, I already know everything that happens. So I mean, you don't have to worry about spoilers. So
I think I hated the Last Jedi the most. But then again, I listened to a podcast the other day where somebody, like, the person, like, basically talked me out of hating the Last Jedi the most, and said I should hate Rise of Skywalker the most. Like,
oh really?
Yeah. I don't know.
Well,
I went to this podcast with my mind made up, and then I left very confused. But I have some definite opinions on the Rise of Skywalker.
I mean, I need to watch it, but I mean, like, I think I've listed the reason I hated Last Jedi for numerous reasons, like, not just one, but, like, just, in my opinion, like, the one thing I take away from The Last Jedi that I hated the most was, like, just the treatment of Luke Skywalker. Like, I understand maybe you wanted him to be, like, this darker character, but, like, I feel like it was such a wasted opportunity. Like, for me, going into this new saga, this new trilogy, like, the one thing I really wanted with the new upgrade, you know, with technology, because, I mean, go back to the Phantom Menace when you first saw the lightsaber battles in that. So, like, I just really wanted to see Grandmaster Luke Skywalker one time, just, like,
ripping shit up with his new abilities.
Yeah, just let loose one time. Show me what this guy can do. Just, you know, and then, you know, I guess do whatever you want to do with it, but it was just such a wasted opportunity. And it just, I don't know. Like I said, I didn't hate the first one. It's essentially a New Hope reskinned. You know, whatever. I'm not going to be too mad about it. But then just Last Jedi, between, you know, just all of a sudden space fuel's a thing, and you can fucking tie a line around, you know, we have a line tied around him, we can follow him through hyperspace, and then, you know, just the whole fact that Poe Dameron almost leads the most unnecessary fucking rebellion, or, you know, mutiny, because, you know, Laura Dorn's stupid-ass character just doesn't want to give her fucking plan away, you know, like, oh, I'm gonna be, you know, fucking mysterious because we need a plot twist, because I don't know anything about this damn, you know, anything. And then fucking, you get the whole thing on the planet, like, oh, we have to go find a master code breaker, and you get there, and they don't even find the motherfucker, but then they get thrown in a jail cell with another master code breaker who just, you know, who could have left at any time, who's just like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna leave now, you guys are here. You guys need one of me? Perfect.
Right, and also I work for the bad guy.
Yeah, oh yeah, by the way, seriously, just total randomness. And then, obviously, like, I haven't seen the new one. What am I doing? Hold the wrong button. Is anyone even near me? But, like, Supreme Leader Snoke, in my opinion, just goes down as, like, the Glass Joe of fucking villains. Like, this dude's sitting there is like, oh, I'm reading your mind. I can tell you're about to do something. Oh, you killed me. Definitely didn't see that coming.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sitting there in the theaters, like, rolling my eyes like, dude, you're about to die. You're about to die, bro.
Yeah, no, two things. One, I just want to know that you're going to be okay, because I don't know if I've ever heard you that mad at something or anyone in my entire life.
Well,
two,
it's just frustrating because, like, I don't know, I feel like every generation, like, the way they were doing it had their Star Wars, and this was going to be our Star Wars. You know what I mean? Like, I was still kind of young for the fucking Phantom Menace to really get into that one. I mean, I watched them, you know, but I feel like that, you know, this was going to be our Star Wars. You know, this was it, you know, and this is the trilogy we got. You know, the one where, you know, Rose Trico has to be a character that exists.
Right, like, yes.
Taking it back to the Luke Skywalker thing, I definitely wanted to see, like, one more good battle. And even, like, Mark Hamill himself, like, has said, like, on several occasions that, like, when he took, like, the role, he, like, did all this intense training, like, got into shape and, like, did all this shit to prepare for the movie, thinking, like, that was going to happen. And it didn't, and I guess he was, like, very fucking pissed. Like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, it's just, it was so frustrating.
Not only did I want to see, like Luke Skywalker have an exciting lightsaber battle, I wanted just to see one single exciting lightsaber battle.
That's what it sounds like, because I haven't seen the newest one, but it sounds like even the newest one doesn't really have a great one.
Dude, every lightsaber battle in this trilogy is slow and boring.
There's like a point when what's his face, Finn is using a lightsaber, like, just manhandling that bitch. Like, I think the most exciting
sword fight in the new trilogy was Finn versus the Stormtrooper.
Oh my god!
Wow, that's very bold.
Like, dude, they're so.
You're right, though. Wow, you're right.
It's like,
There's
like
a lot
if
of
you
people
think
down
about
here.
like a
by the
video
way.
game where there's like light punch, medium punch, and heavy punch,
Right.
it's basically like the choreographer is like, just hit the circle heavy swing button the whole time. Because like every swing that Rey and Kylo Ren take are like the heaviest fucking swings of a lightsaber you've ever seen. Like they're fucking Babe Ruth trying to win the World Series.
Right.
There's a lot of people down there. Be careful.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm sitting here thinking about how fucking boring
No,
it
I
is.
am too. I'm like not even like I'm talking about Star Wars, and I'm not even like faking about the game. It's all good. No, it's like I said, Tyler told me about it, and the stuff I read about it, it's disappointing. I mean, if if people like it, people like it. It is what it is. I guess I'm not gonna be like, oh, you're an idiot, but I don't know. It just sounds like not great.
I think what it is with the lightsaber battles is like we come off like some movies that have like Anakin and Obi-Wan like fighting each other, and like that's peak lightsaber shit. Like watching the original trilogy, like those are literally just like that was probably James Earl Jones in that suit swinging a fucking thing. Like, you know what I mean? Like they obviously the middle trilogy like CGI and shit, but at the same time definitely way more choreographed and like intricate and crazy. I think we had such like peak lightsaber, and then into that it's
those fights are a bit more dramatic to me. Like, here's the thing: like, I always thought Jedi more like samurai in a sense. Like, like the one wrong move could be the end. Like you're gonna get cut down. And then the new trilogy, or not the new trilogy, but then the Phantom Menace, 1, 2, and 3 came out, and then Jedi became more, it became more speed and stuff. Like, oh, okay. So I was kind of hoping like this one was gonna like kind of mix the two, and I didn't get any of that.
No, dude, like the new trilogy, I'm getting flashbacks to like Obi-Wan and Darth Vader on the Death Star in A New Hope, like stiff as a board, swinging around, and it's like slow.
Oh, dude, I don't know if you ever saw on YouTube. It's that Star Wars. It's like SC-838 reimagined or something. I think is what it's called.
Yeah, I think
it's
the one where they redo that fight.
That. Yeah, dude, it's awesome.
It is really good. I don't know. I just to go from like the height of Jedi strength in the prequel trilogies over to this, it's like, and they go out of their way to make Rey so strong.
I know, like obnoxiously strong. Like not that I hate the idea of her just being like strong. Like I don't want to seem like I'm being like misogynist about this shit, but like there was so much potential they could do with shit if they just explained stuff a little bit more. Like how did she get that strong? Like I don't know. It just like all happened all at once, like in between movies. Like comes back and she's like a Jedi god and pulling ships down, and I don't know. Like, if she's gonna be a badass, like, at least, like, make her a badass later on in life, so there's, like, an explanation as to why she's so damn good. And develop her, then, into someone that's, like, I don't know. Last Jedi, I guess there was no one else there to teach her. Whatever.
I just needed Luke Skywalker to do something in these movies, and I feel like he did nothing.
No.
I mean, he's somehow...
This guy's on fire! Oh, someone else to save him, alright.
Shit, there's a boat over on the side here. Got me pinned. God damn it. That's my boat.
It takes forever to blow up. Shit.
So Michelle posted in my cat group. She like submitted a photo, and the people in the other admins and me like were very
just firing because of smoke, whatever.
Was very strict on the content, and she posted like a really lame cat picture, and I felt bad, but I had to deny her post, and I don't have the heart to tell her. Damn, they got AA. They got AA shooting from the boats.
Yeah, they are.
Got a tank coming in.
Star Wars, I'd probably be better at that.
I was playing a lot of Battlefront like 2 weeks ago. It was right before Ghost Recon. I was playing a lot of Battlefront.
I'm afraid of that update. Like, the amount of time it would take.
It wasn't actually very bad at all. I know what you're talking about, and it really wasn't that bad.
Who's dying here?
I'm one of them. There's a lot of people dying.
I'm coming.
I got medics all around me. Thank you! I can't hit anybody though, dude. I'm the worst shot in the world right now.
Daniel-san, focus. To win or lose, no matter, only try.
If I ever find the guy who's shooting AA off that boat, I'm gonna jam my rifle up his ass.
Hey, that's sexy. Do me next.
I think they're trying to...
How do we get to that damn boat?
They're just like...
They're like, ooh! Put your fucking hammer away. God damn it, Thor. Man, it'd be really sweet if Joker was on tonight. Yeah. Holy shit, there is 5 or 6 of them in clumps. Man, they're all clumps.
There's a lot of them down there. Whew. And I'm getting shot at from everywhere though, man. Every time I peek my head out. It's just headshot him, motherfucker.
So die, motherfucker, die, motherfucker, die. Fuck.
Oh, it's that fucking spawn beacon they got up.
Yeah, it's keeping them over there pretty good.
I can't hit it. Fuck.
I'm trying to shoot Piat rounds like over the hill, down into the pit. I need a fucking rifle right now.
Damn it.
Said I was gonna use the Turner next time I played, and I gotta use the Turner. They're starting to edge up over. I have no shots though.
A lot of smoke. Bro, how many times did I have to save your ass? Oh, okay, not that time, I guess.
There's a fucking tank parked right out front. God damn it. These people like won't come up over the hill and I can't like get more than 2 shots before they duck back behind the little sand dune and I die. Why did I have to die?
Sorry, Judge. Oh, they're coming over the hill.
Patrick, you've played the Fallen Order game, right? Was I talking to you about that? The Fallen Order?
Yeah, I played through it.
That's really good, right? Was it? I don't remember who the hell I talked to about it. I think it was you.
Yeah, it's really good. I like it a lot. It's yeah, I was telling you, it's kind of like a Metroidvania. Kind of like you'll play like the same 3 or 4 worlds, and like as you get new powers and abilities, you'll come back to them and be able to get more accomplished.
Okay.
But it's a really fun game. It's challenging. Like it's not easy, but it's like as you get stronger and get more abilities, like you just I'm gonna get shot. Goddamn, hold on. Oh fuck. You know, you'll get better at fighting and stuff. Like you'll get better at parrying. You'll get better, at, defensive abilities, combos and whatnot. And it's just fun. It's a good game.
Does it follow like a storyline of like an already existent Jedi, or is it like, do you like create your own character kind of deal?
Yeah, it's a new story, but they have made it canon, so it takes place I think 5 years after Order 66. You play as a Padawan who, like many whose Jedi Master died during the Great Jedi Purge,
right.
And essentially you've been in hiding. Well, circumstances happen, and the Empire become aware of your existence, and basically your only hope for survival is to complete your Jedi training. And, yeah, become a Jedi. And that's what the game is essentially you trying to do that.
Yeah, I'm guessing when I get...
that,
Oh, good.
they made that canon, Patrick?
Yeah, after the game came out, they announced that it's officially canon, yeah.
Canon AF. I actually know what that means now.
Oh, hey. What's up?
Damn it, dude.
I'm not having a good round.
No, I'm not either. I keep getting hit from everywhere.
Like, I just can't find anybody to kill. I'm only finding tanks.
I keep getting hit. Yeah, fucking these tanks keep killing me. Jesus.
What am I doing down on the beach? Boy, I made a mistake.
If you do end up playing that Star Wars game, I would recommend playing on the harder difficulty. Not necessarily the hardest. You can if you want, but definitely the harder one.
Okay. Why is
It
that?
just, go ahead.
Is it better, like, is it just a better overall? Because, like, the last time I played a game that kind of looked like that, it was like God of War.
Okay,
I got God of War vibes, like, looking at the trailer and stuff.
I mean, I guess that's kind of a good example because I mean, God of War kind of does them. It's like I said, I call it. A lot of people call it Metroidvania, and maybe that's not even the best example. But essentially, like what it is like you'll be playing on one real big. And God of War's example, it's like one big level. So think Batman Arkham Asylum, Batman Arkham City, and what it is like you never leave or go to a bigger area. It's just as the game goes on. So like in Batman, like eventually you get the exploding gel and you can start blowing through walls, which opens up, you know, a different part of the asylum. Same thing in like God of War, a la, you know, you get, you know, a different weapon, you can this. In Star Wars,
Holy
essentially,
shit.
like you learn how to force push, so you can, you know, push away rubble or something. But like if you want me to compare it to other games, it plays a lot like those, I would say like those Dark Souls games, the Dark Souls, Demon Souls. It's kind of like it's kind of punishing combat. Like you're not just going to be able to button mash. You have to, like, you know, you actually have to be defensive. You have to, you know, find the pattern of the enemy. But like once you get good at it, it's, you know, it's satisfying because you're going to spend this time being kind of like wiped out by like these creatures or even a boss, and then, you know, you're finally going to take them down, and it's you know, it's satisfying. And then, like, you know, as the game goes on, it's like, you know, almost like in the like following the story, like as your guy becomes a more competent Jedi, you become more competent and playing the game. So like, you know, you get to your first Jedi fight, you know, your first Dark Jedi fight against a Sith, and it's just, dude, it's intense. You know, it's fun because up until that point, you're fighting, you know, either stormtroopers or creatures. Well, then you fight another, you know, another Jedi, you know, another lightsaber user. You know, it's fun, man. Like, you know, so it's good. Yeah, I mean, like, best I can give you is like maybe watch people like do streams, like look it up and watch. But yeah, I mean, like I said, if you got those God of War vibes, that's you know, that's a pretty fair, you know, assessment of it.
Yeah, I guess
Definitely.
Arkham too. Because
Yeah.
I played a couple of those games. So, is the guy who's master like a notable Jedi, or is it just some like dude that comes?
The Jedi, his master, I've never heard of. The one that he had, no, I've never heard of him.
Fuck, I'm tearing shit up.
Voice actor and mocap actor, though, is if you watch Gotham, whoever played Jerome the Joker, he's the one that plays him.
God damn.
The ginger.
Yeah.
You guys know there is a Jedi who's in both Clone Wars and Attack of the Clones. The only way I can describe him is he looks like you know in Men in Black when the woman gives birth to the octopus in the back?
Oh, you're talking about the guy with all the... I know what you're talking
He
about.
looks like a squid kind of deal. Is he like important?
Yeah.
I feel like he's in a lot of shit.
Yeah, I think he's like, might be, I know he's a Jedi Master. I can't remember his name, though. Dude, I'm just getting worked right now. Like, I get blown up every time I go out.
Yeah, this, the Pacific is very tank heavy for the Americans. So anytime you're playing against the Americans, like, you're gonna have a lot of armor coming at you.
I was gonna say, like, I literally think I've just been getting blown up the whole time.
I've made some progress. At one point I was 1 in 8.
Oh, it's another tank. Why am I shooting it?
Got your heavy bullets. Okay. I got 2 rounds on that tank down there.
Fuck.
Can you lay down, please? Please lay down. Thank you.
Wait, so who was that Jedi you were thinking of, Mike?
I don't know who it is. It looks like a squid. It's like green. It's in, like I said, it's in the Clone Wars TV
I think
show.
his name's like, I think my Kit Fisto, maybe. I think it's his name.
Oh yeah, Kit Fisto.
I just know he's been in like a couple things. I wasn't sure if he played like a important role or anything.
Yeah, he gets Darth Sidious kills him.
Oh my god, I got blown up by a tank again. Oh my god.
Those LVT tanks are...
Dude, they're fucking nightmares.
Yeah, when you actually get someone in there that's good, they can really do some damage.
Oh, they're doing some fucking damage.
I mean, they're not rolling over us yet.
No, they're not.
God
Did you
damn.
ever watch the Clone Wars TV show at all?
I've caught like an odd episode here and watched clips on YouTube, but I never really watched it, but I've always heard really good things about it.
I really like it. I'm following I showed you that like suggested episode thing, right? That follows like the story.
You showed me, yeah.
I'm like working my way through that, and it's one of those things I'm gonna get through the suggested viewing, and then I'm probably gonna go back through and just watch all the other ones for filler. But so far, it's a really good storyline. I mean, shit, hang on. It's like a cartoon, and you wouldn't think it would be engaging, because I'm not a very big cartoon watcher, but definitely good. I'm glad
it's
I
funny,
stuck
as
it
much
out.
as I like, as some anime, I can only get in some of others, you know?
Yeah, I only like the cartoon porn shit.
Yeah, cartoon porn.
Tank with the flamethrower. Fuck.
Patrick, do you remember the Sim Girl thing?
The what?
The Sim Girl thing that was on like Newgrounds?
Oh, yeah, Newgrounds. It was like their like #1 like dating sim game.
Yeah. Dude, I've tried to find that over the years, and it does not exist anymore, and I would love to play that thing again.
Is
Just
it
to
not?
see how
Is
good I can do
Newgrounds
it.
not a thing?
No, it definitely still is, but they
It's
don't
not
like
on
have
there?
it anymore. Yeah, that was like a big like selling point for them, I thought. Like that was like a big... Cause I remember they had the old version, and then I remember like they got the
Yeah.
new interactive version that was like very racy.
I don't know how to use any of this stuff. Oh my god, I haven't played this game in so long.
What are you using? Are you using Enfield, or how you got the Grand?
I was trying to use dynamite. I couldn't remember how to throw it. I figured it out.
It's crazy to think how much this game has actually like changed since we last like played with you. Like for the good and for the worst.
Dude, that's how some games are, man. Like, I remember I played No Man's Sky when it first came out, until I realized, you know, it was a lie. And then I went back into it after they redid it all, and it wasn't even like the same game anymore.
Yeah.
Like, none of my, half my equipment was just gone because it had been like respec'd from the game or something. I was like, what in the world?
I had let Anthony borrow that
That airplane
before.
tried to murder me.
I'd let him borrow that before the update, and yeah, same thing, like I felt like I had gotten lied to, and then I haven't played it since the new update yet, so I probably need to try that
Oh,
too.
dude, like, I think it's they've updated even more since then.
Yeah.
Like, you can play, I think, like, in, like, actually co-op now and stuff.
Really? Even for what the game was when I did have it, I really didn't hate it because that was like my chill, like, get stoned and play video games game. Like, he's flying around the galaxy, you know what I mean? Building shit, like, that was always fun. Yeah, exactly.
I liked it, but, like, I kept hoping for even a little bit. Like, I never saw any real cool animals. I never had any real cool planets. I was just really bummed out, man.
It was very boring for me.
Yeah.
But I like building the shit.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Actually, this one game that I've been, I watch on YouTube a lot, I follow this guy, it's 7 Days to Die.
Yeah, I have that too.
Yeah, he has it on the PC, and it's a much better version, because I picked it up on the PS4, and it's like a way, you know, like earlier build of the game.
Yeah, it's very rough.
Yeah, so like, I really do, like, that looks fun. I want to play that if that ever becomes like that with friends.
Dude, I have that, if you want to borrow it. Stop by someday. I just got it back from Anthony, actually. It's very time consuming, but once you get the hang of it, that fucking game rules, man.
Well, it's just, like, I already like Minecraft, but, like, I want eventually there to be more of a challenge in Minecraft, and, I kind of like that idea that every 7 days, you know, you get attacked by that horde, which is progressively harder and harder and harder, and it's just, and then just the features of the game, like, you know, you can build a concrete mixer, build, you know, get, you know, cement and stuff like that. It just looks cool, man. And then the fact that, like, the game's, like, kind of, like, has physics or whatever in a sense, like, you can't just build.
No, I mean, it's definitely, it's like, you know, some games you can, like, adjust, like, your, like, not just difficulty, but hardcore, where you gotta, like, eat, drink, and, like, shit like that. Like, it's a very, like, simulation, like, heavy game. Like, it's very realistic in that sense. I mean, it's not easy to start off playing. Like, it's actually kind of hard to start off, and you just randomly get put places, and geography plays, like, a big part in that game. So if you get stuck in a shitty part of the map, like, you're fucked. Like...
Got a tank coming right at us.
I'm assault. I'll spawn on you here.
Yeah, there's a fair amount of people, too, but yeah, there's also this tank.
I like the Wii.
Speaking of Dragon Ball Z games, though, have you seen that new game they got coming out?
Mm-mm.
No, I haven't played a Dragon Ball Z game since Fighters.
Well, it's called Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, and it's supposed to be like an action RPG.
I've seen parts of, like, I've seen clips of that on YouTube. I've never really watched the clips, but you know how, like, it'll show, like, a preview of whatever the video is?
Right, it'll start playing it or whatever.
Yeah. I don't think I need another fucking Dragon Ball Z game that plays you through the fucking each saga. Like,
well,
god damn.
I mean, depending on how far, especially if they stop, like, you know, at, like, the Majin Buu saga, I'll be like, alright, let's go into Super. We've never had that, I guess, in a way. Well, it seems cool in a way, and it reminds me of that one we played for the Super Nintendo, like, so, like, you have to, like, have certain abilities and level up and stuff in order to, like, do certain things in combat. So, I want to read more about it and wait for a review, but it seems kind of interesting if it, you know, runs right. But I have really wanted to get back into Xenoverse, because that one is actually pretty fun if you play it a lot.
I played through the first one all the way, and yeah, I stopped. I never played 2. And then when Fighters came out, I played that for a long time.
Yeah.
And I was getting pretty good at that, like pretty decent at it. And that's like the only fighting game I've played since like Mortal Kombat at the Super Nintendo.
Oh,
so
wow.
So for me to get like decent at it is like a huge fucking accomplishment.
You were like making friends in that game. 'Cause remember your one Dragon Ball Z friend like came in the middle of our Battlefront game, and I was like afraid. Yeah.
Because I was afraid too, because he was a creep.
Really? That's funny.
Oh,
yeah,
Patrick.
Randomly this one time, this guy jumps in our chat. We're playing Battlefield. He starts talking to us, or Battlefront, and he starts talking to us, and it was just fucking weird.
He's one of those, like, you can tell he's probably like on the spectrum of some sort, but it was just like one of those things, like we weren't expecting it, and then like he just kept asking really weird questions, and you could tell he probably spends about 90% of his day like looking up like very detailed and shit on like a lot of stuff, and I don't remember what the fuck he was talking about because I didn't know, but yeah, and there's like the way he talked was like very scary, and then he kept just wanting us to like, what point of the game are you in? And it was just like, it was spooky. Like I texted Anthony, I was like, I'm like,
he's like, yo, what's up with your buddy?
Yeah, I was like, I'm afraid right now. And he's like, yeah, we need to think of a way to get out of this. So I like had to sign out and appear offline, and then Anthony did too. But that was ever since then we've had private parties now, because it only takes once.
Yeah, well that's like in Ghost Recon when you said you were gonna get on last night. I was sitting there, I was like, dude, I'm just waiting for like one of any of these other 4 people to get on, and I didn't know what to do. So I was just like, alright guys, if we're gonna play Ghost Recon, we're gonna start doing Ghost Mode, you know? So I'll appear offline, Ghost Mode for Ghost Recon.
I'm very surprised that game has such a small number for like squad size. You know what I mean?
You would think like, yeah, you'd be able to get a little bit more. Or someone's like behind us or something. I'm getting fucked up out there. Yeah, but only 4 people, and like we've been running into a problem because there's like a bunch of people playing that game now.
Right. It's a good game, man. It's definitely a nice change up from this. I mean,
It's okay.
Oh, yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, I was gonna say, I was like, well, I mean, you know, I don't know if you've played with a full group yet. It's definitely funner when you actually get a full squad doing shit.
What's the count for a full squad?
4 people.
oh shit.
I mean, so 3's almost there. I mean, it's not like a big difference, but it just helps me that you can just do so much more, you know?
Anthony, the one guy we play with, what's the name of the guy's name's you coming at me, bro, or whatever? Like, what's his
Kevin.
name? He sounds, Anthony, he sounds just like Jason Ladding. Just like Jason Ladding. Like, it's creepy. He's pretty cool, though. Like, he's a pretty cool guy.
Kevin's a good dude, and then, I mean, Rob's a good dude, he's just not that fun to play with.
I think Rob knows that I'm replacing him because he hasn't been very receptive to me.
It's very
And you know what the funniest part about that is he's the one that bought Ghost Recon, him and Kevin game share. It's like, hey, thanks for buying that game for Kevin and Rob, we're not playing with you now. Oh, we're dicks.
Some asshole took my jungle carbine from me.
It's like one of those things, like playing video games is like one of those things where like I like to do it with people, but it has to be the right group of people. And even if there's just like one peg that's off, I mean, it's kind of like, you know what I mean? Like, it's my time to like relax, and if there's like someone in the group that like, not necessarily like not like cool with or anything, but just like isn't necessarily like my type of personality or some shit, like it really can like kind of ruin the game for me, you know what I mean, or just like the night of gaming.
Yeah.
I mean,
not even.
that being said, I wasn't like mentioning that like I hate Rob or anything. I was just like, I saw how
I feel like you were.
As soon as I said that, I was like, oh shit, that probably seemed like I was shitting on him or something. No, I wasn't speaking like him and directly, but like, you know what I mean? There was one night some weird old guy came on and played with like Anthony and I, and he was like divorcing his wife over the fucking airwaves.
That was amazing.
What?
Like he was
He's like,
divorcing
"Go
his
ahead,
wife.
Fucking go ahead, Wendy. Just leave.
Go on, get out of here. I'm trying to play my game. My squad's leaving me. Like he was
Shut
an old
up,
man. He was an old man. He was definitely yelling at his wife.
We play with a lot of Southerners who yell.
Yeah, he yells at his kids a lot, the one guy. I keep like tabs on all the funny shit he says though.
Babe!
He's got something in his mouth. Babe, he's gonna ruin the table. Yeah, he scuffed it up. Oh, something fierce. He's always yelling at his wife, and like Anthony and I are always like, can you imagine in a world that like we could talk to our wives the way that he does?
Oh god.
Like,
He's got a 1-year-old kid who's always like
Declan?
wreaking havoc. And you know the kid's like 2 feet away from him, but he's always screaming at his wife to like fix the situation for him instead of dealing with it with himself. And I'm just like, God damn, if I ever was like, Jen, come in here, fucking fix this situation so I can play my video game, she would literally stab me with a rifle.
babe, he's got shit going on with his
in front of the
back.
kids and everything. There wouldn't be
Oh,
like,
fuck yeah.
hey, step in the other room. She would literally start stabbing me in front of the children.
She's like, let me make an example of
Let me show you something, kids.
This
Don't
is why,
fuck with
this is why
mommy.
you're never gonna do it again. I think Patrick would like Wigington. He's pretty cool.
I think Patrick and Wigington are the same person.
I agree. Wigington's the Kentucky version of that. Or Texas.
Oh god.
No.
version.
There's 2 guys. We're talking about 2 different guys now.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say, I was like, oh, Jesus Christ.
No, the one guy, the first guy we were just talking about, his screen name's Joker or something. But he's got a buddy that we met playing together. His name's Wigington. He's like the most chill dude I've ever met online.
Just doing dabs all the time.
Kind of about that life.
Dab life.
I'm the worst shot in the world.
Just gonna call him some artillery and see what we can get.
God, I love going out to the edge of the... oh, that's our tank. I hate in high tense moments, like I'll be sitting here like clenching my butt cheeks and I won't realize that I'm, ooh, double kill. I won't realize that I'm doing it until like I can't feel my legs anymore because my butt cheeks are
I'll
clenched
say
like
your
that.
ass really hurts.
I'm like, why does my ass hurt? Like,
Blowing out the glutes tonight.
why have I been...
My ass hurts.
Bite my ass! It's all cramped up, something fierce.
Oh my god.
Dude, his kid is literally up until like 2 in the morning sometimes.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, what the
He's like,
fuck?
"Babe, we gotta get Declan to bed. It's 2 o'clock in the morning."
Oh, shut up.
He peppers in like some racial slurs every now and then too, but
Yeah,
it's mostly charming
Oh.
because like, you
Yeah,
know,
I mean, you know, it's
He's
just part of the, you know, it's part of the culture, you know. I can't help it.
he doesn't do it like,
He means
like
well.
it's one of those things like he says them, but it's not like, it's not, I don't want to say like he doesn't
well,
mean it,
this,
but
like, the one time the best squad screen came up, and all 4 of the characters happened to be black, and he's like, "Oh my god, look at all those coons."
yeah, that was exactly the example I was gonna use. Yeah, and like there's
Like,
no
"God damn it, Joker."
like it wasn't. Like, it didn't say the N-word, like, it was still definitely derogatory, but, like, you could tell he was chuckling about it, like, it wasn't, like, hate-filled. Not that I'm excusing that behavior in the least bit.
You just got called out by Angel.
I did. I mean, like, I don't really associate with people who are like, you know what I mean? I don't really care for racist people.
Except for Joker.
I mean,
people say what people say, man.
You know, I have certain prejudice, you know, against, you know, the enemy or the people that we're playing. I mean, it's not real by any means, but like...
No, you hate them.
You don't like the Jeffs?
You just only this Heroes girl.
They're like so far out of range right now. Damn.
Jesus Christ, this is a phone. God, they're coming in that back tunnel, like hard. Or that side tunnel, really hard.
Could you do me a favor? That juice is right there by you up there. When you go back in, could you bring it over here?
Babe!
Babe, get the breast! I'm thirsty, babe!
The best part about him yelling at his kid...
I'm not playing with my racist friends.
Just Patrick. Anthony.
Yeah, just me.
The best part's when he's like not yelling at his kid and he's like cuddling up all baby, you're so sweet.
Oh, you a sweet boy. You're so sweet. Yeah, kiss daddy.
Oh my god.
Sweet boy. And then his kid will like climb him and be like, stop it! Just the loudest, most like abrasive, stop it! Out of nowhere, and it scares me every time. Get down.
He's talking to a dog.
Dude, basically.
Yeah.
Get off that modem.
Get off the goddamn shed. Have you guys ever seen the Will Ferrell skit? It's on his like best of tape and like the deleted scenes. There's like one where he's like screaming at his kid up on the shed, like he's supposed to be at a barbecue. It's like, hey bud, you want to go ahead and get off the shed? And then he like continues on his like conversation, like with this guy. He'd be like, all right, get off the shed, last warning. And carries on his conversation with his friend, and then it's, get off the goddamn shed. It like just explodes. It's one of the funnier Will Ferrell skits I've ever seen. So do you stream a lot, Patrick? Do you just do YouTube, or you do Twitch too?
I post my videos on YouTube, but I stream on Twitch. Not really. I'd say I'm casual, like streaming really at like working most of the time during the week, and then, you know, just trying to find time. But really, like, a lot of it I didn't do because my internet was so bad, but now, like, I've got much better internet, I might try and stream a little more often.
I feel like you need to have your own show. Or, like, you know what I mean? Like, you need to have, like, your own show.
You need a variety hour.
Yeah, like, you should do, like, a real show. Like, because I've seen, like, some of the people that are out there, and then I know what your knowledge base is on games and everything else, and I think you could probably do you could probably have a pretty good following developed. I mean,
yeah, I mean, I try. It's hard, you know, when you work as much.
You almost gotta have a gimmick too.
And I definitely need to, I think, play a game I'm way better at. Not to say I'm not gonna get better at this, but I suck right now. Holy shit. I need to get something to drink, though. I'm so fucking thirsty.
I know, I had dry mouth so bad. I
love
I got Jolly Rancher.
Oh, at least it went positive, barely, but... Alright, I'm gonna run downstairs real quick and grab a quick drink. I'll be right back.
Babe, get me some juice.
Where are we going to now? Are we going to...
We're gonna attack here.
Ah, okay.
I'm apparently not anywhere. I have not even completed the first node. Oh, because you have to do it on Outpost. There's no way I'm getting the skin for that gun, because I don't want to get a gun skin. I really need a Coca-Cola, Mike, but I don't have any Coca-Cola.
Oh, really?
I got wild cherry Pepsi.
Oh, God, you homo.
That's what Ashley likes.
I had a...
What, that you're gay?
Yeah. that way I don't touch her.
Yeah, right.
Ruby Red Squirt today. It was everything I wanted it to be.
I fucking hate Squirt.
But Ruby Red Squirt?
Nope.
You're a monster.
Get this motherfucking tank. Alright, let's go blow up some Japs.
I'll be your engineer. Did I tell you that my corner store finally got A&W cream soda?
You haven't. You have what?
My corner store got A&W cream soda finally.
Did you like write them or something?
No, I asked him about it though. And the guy that came out and looked, he's like, oh, I guess we don't have it. They had every other like A&W product and 7-Up product. They had like fucking A&W French onion soup broth, but no fucking cream soda. But yeah,
They literally had everything.
They literally had everything. They had Jolt Cola there. Fucking Jolt Cola. As far as I know, you can only get Jolt Cola in like 2 states.
Oh, what was the fucking energy drink from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia? Wolf something? Can't remember.
Oh yeah, fuck. What? I haven't watched Always Sunny in a very long time.
Whose ass am I gonna fuck?
Hopefully not mine.
Whoever's you want. Oh, people are dying all around us. There's a fella right over there, I think. There's a fella right there.
Oh, there he is. He dead.
We got failures all around us. We got small failures, big failures.
There's big fella. We got big. Why don't we give a hand job in the corner? Oh, I'm good at all kinds of jobs. Fuck you, medic! No one lives.
Can't hit that type 10.
You can't, or you can, or you need to.
I cannot hit it. I need to hit it.
Use
These
the
damn
force.
Japs think they can fucking hold us. We broke the Germans' fortifications.
Mike, I need heals.
Oh shit! Sorry.
Heals!
I need mad boys.
We need men.
Who in the fuck am I gonna kill?
You always pull away from me. Damn.
They kamikazed us. No, they didn't.
did.
No, they just bombed the hell out of us.
How stereotypical.
Right? Don't be the stereotype, guys. Come on.
Oh, we took the sector.
Oh, hooray.
As predicted.
We're taking credit for that.
I'm gonna go flamethrower somebody in the ass.
God, you fixated on putting something in
get another
somebody's
tank?
ass.
No, but I got a flamethrower.
I got a tank.
Okay.
If I, can
I
get
guess
smoke-
I'll be your engineer this time.
You fixed that? You fixed that tank?
I fixed the tank, just you let me know. I get out and I smack it with my wrench. Works every time.
You want the smacky, eh? Oh, yes.
And if you can fucking get us there in one piece.
You can't, don't worry.
Yeah, trust me.
There's
you
a guy
got...
laying right here. Back up.
Back up,
Back up
Ted.
in here.
Back up.
Oh, he's dead. He's dead.
Are you gunning? What's happening?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait.
There's just a lot
I'm
of people running around. You're in the wrong tank, Patrick.
I'm in the wrong fucking tank.
Wow. And I need a heal too. And I'm just,
damn it. I'm so sorry.
oh my god. The fate of the universe.
Where's my hammer? There's my hammer. You don't need a heal. Are you kidding me?
I go to you, son of the beach.
Alright, I'm coming to you guys. You're not that far from me. I'm coming, Doyle.
Oh,
I got
it's
my
coming.
wrench out. I got my hammer.
He doesn't need a heal. He was lying to you.
Oh, well, I'm
I
coming
could
for
use it
future
now,
use.
actually. Type 10's down.
Okay.
I'm gonna go blow the pipe down.
I'm on my way.
Somebody come blowtorch my ass.
I'm gonna come blowtorch the shit out of your ass. Oh, God, you're so far. I'm getting shot. Stop shooting me. I'm innocent. That was interesting. Well, now I can spawn in you.
Yeah. He's getting fucking sexier.
Stuff is going. Stuff is going down. Let me spray you with my liquid hot nitrogen.
Blow my ass with that torch.
Oh yeah. I like how I'm putting out your fire with fire.
I'm gonna back
run me
up a little
over.
bit.
Okay.
Punish me, daddy.
I'm just saying, I put out that fire with fire, you know. No big deal.
In front of us, there's some guys. Watch yourself.
Alright, I just got in the tank.
I'm gonna spawn into you. How's that feel?
God, I can't use the damn machine gun on this thing to save my life. Watch out, there's some guys up
Squad
here.
coming up here to our left. Right there. You need me to get out?
No, I'm good right now. I still got my auto
Watch out
fix.
your... Alright, so watch to your
Oh
left.
shit.
If you can turn me more, I can shoot him maybe.
Which way?
To the left. Alright, I hit one guy a couple times. It's over that, he ran over that hill in front of us. There he goes, right there.
Move up a little bit. Keep your eyes
Hit him
open for
again.
landmines. I'm not very good at looking for those things.
Alright.
Fuck.
Ooh.
Holy
Watch out.
shit.
Holy shit.
Mount. Where you at?
I can't use my quick fix.
It's alright, I got you.
You already used it, buddy.
Yeah, I do panic a lot and just hit buttons. Motherfucker right in front of me.
I'm dead.
Mike, what are you doing?
I don't know, I can't see him.
You panicked so hard on that.
I did. Well, I unzoomed and he was just standing there, like his little crustache just looking at me. I was like, fuck, you're on my periscope. Hey, that was fun though, right? Huh? Fun? Yeah? It was a good time?
Yeah, on a scale of, 10 to Detroit Lion, you were like the Cleveland Browns.
What a useless fucking football team.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them, but for real, yeah.
When are they just gonna disband? Like, people just need to, like, fucking just bite the bullet and put a little white X on the team's forehead and just take them out to pasture and put one on the skull. Like, they can't be making that much money.
Well,
they had like, this amazing off season.
I mean, you need to have an amazing on-season.
Oh,
that's tricky. Trying to
Tank right
figure
here.
that out.
I am pinned down. I got failures all over me.
Too. I was gonna say, the whole thing with the Browns is, man, is they just had like that off season. Everyone got so hyped on them. But the problem with a lot of these bad teams is like, in a sense, you always had like loyalty from the fan base in your city, like to a reasonable extent. But now, with the streaming services and everything else, and being able to watch every team whenever you want, I think that these bad teams need to start being worried about it because, you know, you kind of grew up not having a choice being a Lions fan. Like, you
Right.
know, if you wanted to watch football, you're going to watch, you know, your local team. But now it's like, dude, if the Lions are terrible, dude, you can flip on and actually watch, like, the Chiefs play. You know
Yep.
what I mean? It's just like, why bother watching these crap? And then obviously fantasy football too. Like fantasy football has educated people in, you know, football in so many different ways. So you learn what teams are good and why they're good. But yeah, so I think these bad teams, they can't just rely on the next generation inherently being fans, you know, because.
Yeah, that age is definitely done. I mean,
Well, I mean, like, fiscally, that's how it should be. Like, why would you waste your money on a bad product? Like, you wouldn't go to the store and keep buying, like, the same shitty fucking pack of boxers. Like, nobody would do that. It'd be ridiculous.
Yeah. I mean, if that was the only game in town, I think you gotta grit your teeth. But now when you have, you know, Amazon delivers.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
I guess I'll be an engineer here and fix this dude.
Dude, as soon as I got in this thing, I tried to get out, I got hit by a fucking tank.
This is the Let's go left. Let's flip this bitch left.
Yeah, I was not having any luck on the right. Just get our shovels out and tunnel underneath.
Yeah, right.
Looks like we got a tank up here ahead too, so just watch for that. Patrick, get your sync drone out.
Alright, I got it ready to go. Dude, I've been using that thing a lot more, and I can't believe it's taken me this long to realize how great that thing is.
I need to figure out how to use it. Can you only use it with sniper rifles and DMRs?
I think you just have to, like I said, you just have to have it equipped and you have to be able to aim at the guy. That's it. There's another one right there.
And
Man, just look at my BAR set up to be like hip fire, like focused. I need to change that shit back.
nice kill, Patrick.
Thank you. I like that bayonet charge, man.
Let's jump into this cave here.
Alright. Oh, right in front of us. Damn, he got me. He's right on the other side of the ledge.
Wow, I just beat the fuck out of somebody. Oh, they're chasing me. Whew. Damn, that was a butt clencher moment for sure.
And the guy in our squad who has the tank is useless.
Well, not
I don't
everyone's
feel like
going
the
perfect
M1
like me.
Garand's as good as it should be.
It was a lot better. They nerfed it. When it first came out, it was like fucking sweet and everyone was using it.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
it's not. I don't feel it's very strong.
A lot of the rifles aren't anymore, man. Like 4 shots to 5 shots to kill someone with a rifle is kind of
Also,
goofy.
like, yeah, dude, like, I'm just thinking, I think I put 4 in the dude's body. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Did you get the jungle carbine?
The what?
The jungle carbine, it's in the medic class. Like that's the best rifle in the game right now.
I don't think I haven't been using the medic yet.
Yeah, it's a 2-shot kill basically,
I don't know,
and it's quick, like super quick reload too. So
It
it's like better than
like,
any of.
It cycles really fast too. You don't have to break ADS when you're using the scope either.
Like, even I'm good with it.
But you talked me into it.
Fucking fuck.
Where are you at? Shit. I hate when I do that. I always tap square instead of holding it for some reason.
Thank you, Aziz. Very well. The sector. It's like John Wayne mixed with Brian Cocky, that voice.
That's what I was gonna say. I was like, holy shit. Sounds like the guy calling cops. He then takes a left into a residential. The cops back away to give this wanted perpetrator some space.
It definitely does.
It's like the Chris Farley character with the van down by a river.
Fuck, I forgot about the secondary fire mode for the BAR.
Also known as the better fire mode.
I feel like when the BAR first came out, that's all it used, and now since like all the changes, like I only use it in fast fire.
Ouch. Ouch, don't shoot me anymore. Ugh. Ouch.
Bad guys.
I'll try to get you here in a second.
Okay.
I might have lied to you.
You're not a liar. Don't be like that.
I did it.
Oh.
Yeah, I think this bastard's ours.
Hey, don't count your chickens before they hatch, brother.
I don't have any chickens.
Brother.
I guess they're making a Hulk Hogan, like
Biopic?
yeah.
Chris Hemsworth's gonna be him.
Right. Tank on the other side of the two of them.
I'm gonna blow it up.
Which one are you going after? The Hitachi?
Whichever one I stumble upon first. There's a Hitachi out there?
I saw rockets flying everywhere.
I'm gonna get a universal remote and reprogram that bitch.
Ah, fuck, you got me as soon as that popped up.
Do you think DICE knew what they were doing when they called that tank the Hachi? And they had to have known everyone was gonna get racist and start calling it a Hitachi.
Yeah, they're probably like that. I feel like they don't give a fuck sometimes.
I mean, my old TV was a Hitachi.
I feel like every TV I had growing up was Hitachi.
Shit, I've had Lunchables that were Hitachi. Comes with a little fortune cookie instead of a Butterfinger.
Every fortune's the same. Oh, look at that, I'm spotted.
Oh, where you go, we're all spotted.
Everybody's captured. You and me. Oh, tank. Fuck.
Oh, is a tank in there?
Grenade.
Granata.
Bad kill.
I killed one of them back in there. Someone coming around behind you. Watch out.
Ah, son of a bee sting. I might switch to that new medic
I
gun.
wish we could do iron sight rifles only.
Yeah, I agree. I'd really be a great equalizer.
Give me the Enfield with a bayonet.
That dude crashes. What a dumbass.
Thank God he's out of that fucking plane so we can start, like, spawning on him.
Oh, he'll probably wait for a vehicle. I feel like he's been in a vehicle this whole game.
About to fucking boot his ass for that shit. Let others have a turn.
Oh, Mike, you know what you should do as your streaming gimmick? You should talk only in your that worried Jewish mother voice that you have.
Oh yeah, like Linda from Bob's Burgers.
Yeah.
Oh, Bobby!
Oh, Bobby! God, I haven't watched that.
Kneecapped him! M1 Grand, ping! Oh, it's a regular person. It's a friendly.
No shit, you have a blue green button above your head, American. Come on, lay down. Jesus Christ, right in my way. Please lay down. You're on my hand.
Just give him a treat and rub his belly, maybe he'll lay down.
Well, that's the problem. It's a fucking girl cat.
She
shit.
needs,
Yeah,
just needs love.
I'm on fire! Oh god, I'm on fire. I burnt to death. I
Tom
tried.
Cruise.
Anybody.
Oh boy.
Somebody.
I'm gonna spawn on this person. I'm gonna get in the fuselage.
Oh, I was coming for you. Sorry.
Sorry, this other guy saved me, so I'm feeling pretty good about life.
They all got you some meds.
Yeah, we did it! Clear the sector! Hooray!
Be prepared to go into tunnels. Get your best close quarters weapon out.
Oh, this is the best part of the fucking match.
Oh, so it's shotgun time?
Shotgun or the Thompson? Probably be your best.
As long as you got that
option.
50 the drum magazine on it.
Yeah, I like using the smaller mag size, but the higher rate of fire.
Flamethrower! Give me the flamethrower. Give me the flamethrower dice. God damn it.
There's like 8 people grabbing at it.
I got it first.
I'll pop some smoke in there for you. Hang on.
You just let me know.
Do one more.
I fired a rocket down there and I hit somebody.
Alright, go for it. I'll keep you with fresh health packets. So much fucking fire. This is like the opening credits of fucking Terminator 2.
Dun 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 dun!
Where's all packets at?
I got them coming. Well, no health packet's gonna save you if you stand up in the middle of a tunnel.
Well, yeah.
Which one's the Thompson? I don't think I have the Thompson.
It's like 1928 M2A1. It should just say turd on a stick, but
It's the ugly Thompson. The one we don't like to talk about.
yeah.
It's not the Tom Hanks Thompson.
Yeah, that's not. I don't like that.
Man, someone's mad at me for wasting that fucking flamethrower. Oh, some noob got the flamethrower and died with it. And I'm not just some noob.
Yeah, he's the noob.
Ultra noob.
Oh, wow.
It's Mr. Noob to you.
Yeah, right.
They call me Mr. Pig. I just watched the new Lion King for the first time, and holy shit, that was good.
Are you sure it was good?
Yeah, it was good. Well, I like Disney movies a lot, so.
I don't know. I didn't get the same vibe, racism vibe. Like I didn't.
Zero.
I heard they're trying to snuff that out.
Yeah, they're trying. They're giving it their damnedest.
Walt Disney's rolling over in his grave.
They're forgetting. They're kind of forgetting where they came from. You know. There's a lot of fire in this hallway, and I don't like it. I don't really know I'm still alive, but I am.
You're in the hallway of hell.
Dude, see, I feel like I am. There's so much fire. I don't know if it's good fire or bad fire.
Ah, hello, Satan.
Patrick, I told you back up.
I went forward.
Back up, Terry. Back up.
I
Back
thought
in
maybe
that.
I could move beyond it, but I could not.
Back in that. Have you seen that video of the guy in the wheelchair and he's lighting off the fireworks?
Terry! Oh, Terry! What are you, Terry? Get out, Terry! Ah!
Back when like that was like really hitting its like peak like viralness, like Anthony and I were doing a lot of like tank driving, and yeah, that was like basically the call of the wild for us. Back up, back up, Terry. Our tank was named Terry. Anthony got me a T-shirt.
There's a lot of them fellers coming around where I'm dying at. If you see where I'm dying, there's a lot of them.
I just had some of my own failures get me. Put me dead, deader than dead, they did.
I'm so glad our teammate isn't playing again.
It's good, because he's obviously too stupid to play. Oh. Back up. There's so many dead bodies right here.
Yeah, this is a mess. I love it.
Who's gonna clean all this up?
I'll tell you who that goddamn
Never get
Sasquatch is.
Never get the blood
Can
out
you
of the
imagine like fighting in a
limestone.
war and be like, do I really want to win this battle? Because then we have to clean this mess up.
Right. Yeah, we'll just dig a big hole and dump them all in there. Sounds good to me. Run, run, run. Sure that man will be back for us.
Sanitators, sanitators,
I'm gonna
sanitators.
murder him this time.
I'm a tumor, I'm a tumor. I'm a tumor, I'm a tumor, I'm a tumor.
I'm just terror bad with machine guns, apparently.
You gotta use the ribby rolls, man. It's like the Fisher-Price my first assault rifle.
Oh yeah, that was in Battlefield 1, and it was nothing like it is in this game. Feels entirely different. Very squirrely. I'm gonna try to go left up the trail. Oh, fuck.
Heavy trail. Oh, you know what would be fun?
Oh, what?
V1 on that fucking objective. It's like,
Shit,
Oh
there's
my god.
quite a few guys out on that back hill over by me.
There's a lot of guys up in there. Oh, smokes.
evil bad sniper, man.
Oh, someone saved me. I'm right next to you. Hello? Hello, I'm still here. Hello? Hello, you safe? You not safe? Why you not safe?
No, I don't save.
You not safe?
Nobody saved nobody. Everybody died.
I was trying to kill the sniper.
Yeah.
Sanitator, sanitator. Sanitator, sanitator, sanitator.
I need
So
to
many
use
fucking smoke grenades.
because I'm not getting anything.
Shit. I was literally just like had my gun full fucking blast and I was hit every single shot but nobody died. Fucking submachine guns, man.
Oh, just fun shooting. That works.
What a rough situation in this town right
That
now.
was a bloodbath.
What a pickle.
What a pickle. What a conundrum.
A quagmire.
Oh, good one. Anthony wins with word.
Yay.
You, sir, are the winner of words. Collect your prize at the front desk.
Suck brick, kid.
Ah! Get up, man.
Really
Can't get
long
anymore.
goose. Really long goose.
What are you doing over here, Patrick?
I was taking a nap. But I'll get back into it.
Those mid-battle naps really are the best.
Oh, there's some weebus hanging out by the...
On fire.
Wait till the flamethrower respawn. Like turd bucket.
Buckets of turds. Buckets of turds.
Nade.
Just keep.
Fiat rounds.
Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming.
I wanna spawn on you. Live, live, live.
Oh god.
God damn it.
I honestly cannot believe that dude just picked me up. I'm pretty impressed by that. And I'm gonna save you. I'm paying it forward. Never mind.
Oh, you know, Sam? Yeah, you saved me Swan. Yes, you saved. Yeah, Miss Swan.
You look like a man.
Guys, you know it came out 22 years ago today?
I don't know.
The Titanic movie.
Oh, that was...
22 years ago. Or 22 years ago. 22 years ago, was the first time we ever saw Kate Winslet boobs.
Not the last time.
I was like, certainly not the last.
Nope. Shit, that was like one of my favorite movies for a minute. I still love that movie.
Is it just because of the boobs?
Because I was like, because of the boobs?
I actually, not just because of it, I did feel my first boobs to that movie too.
Oh god.
So special, like, sentimental value. And I just like shipwrecks. I have like a weird thing for shipwrecks. You know, some people like trains. I love shipwrecks.
You also like trains.
No, I don't like trains. Well, that one time I did get stuck on like a train watching video binge.
You got stuck on a train? I don't even know if I've ever even been on a train.
I've been on one train in my life, and it was just this summer.
I'm gonna do a thing here.
Gotta go spawn that monster truck.
I support your thing.
Bigfoot!
I'm gonna bomb the shit out of the objective with the V1.
Oh, Harry, I don't know. What are you doing?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know about those apples.
I'm a tumor.
Oh, I'm the worst.
Well, at least you can admit that, honey.
I'm just running. Oh,
Guys,
here we go.
America's Most Wanted guy sounds really upset with us.
Shit, is the wrong objective? No.
Let's give them something to be upset about.
Oh, I'm gonna fuck somebody up if I get a chance.
Oh, I pulled out my fucking hammer.
Could somebody please lay a goddamn spawn beacon?
I'll spawn your beacons. I'm really getting sick of this dude being in the plane. I mean, he is 24/7, so I guess he's an okay pilot. And they took back A, huh?
Yeah.
That fucking bastard is sitting back at the flamethrower thing again. Get a life!
There's a lot of death down in there. Eat it! What?
Suck prick.
Suck brick, kid! Works every time. Wow. Whoa, that,
that
was a Kai 147 rocket that just made a big, very big bada boom.
Bag bomb. Bag bomb.
Definitely big boom.
Definitely bag bomb.
You know, we think
Someone's got illegal fireworks because that was loud. I'm inside the tunnel. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Cha 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 cha.
Oh god, he's got his own theme music.
Who is this guy?
Thank god I was unconscious for all this.
I'm inside B right now. I'm all alone.
Dude, I can't call a fucking V1 in.
Well,
Three have
we're
played.
gonna be moving up probably. Oh, maybe not. They're fighting back.
Of course they fight back. Why wouldn't they fight back? It's not like we're occupying their territory, invading their homeland or anything.
Turns out this whole time they were pacifists.
This is why we nuked him.
About to nuke them with a V1 right up there.
You better launch it. You quit dilly-dallying. It's not gonna land in time. Shoot. Shoot.
Shut up.
It does. Damn, it's gonna be a race against time.
I hope you're happy because I just shot it at the wall.
Well, sometimes beggars can't be choosers.
I might get this one guy. Yeah, fucking engine boost.
Shit.
I think that was.
You don't feel too confident about that shot.
Shut up. I got, you know what? Fuck you, Patrick. I destroyed one fortification.
Oh.
6 points. Alright.
Actually, it was 3.
Wow. New record.
High score.
Anthony, I'm gonna send you a picture for your hot dog page.
God damn. Okay.
Oh, see how awesome we didn't do. Hey, went positive again at least. Barely. Gosh.
Criminy.
I guess I'll do a dab of Reno, that's probably the problem. I figured out what the problem might be, gentlemen. I might move over to Ghost Recon though, unless you guys want to go or stick with this. A couple of the guys are getting out, it looks like.
Well, Jesus Christ, Patrick. Way to fucking strong arm me into playing Ghost Recon.
Oh, I'm sorry, man. We can do this another game still, but if you would like to play a little Ghost Recon, it could be a smidgen of fun.
2 things. 1, sure, I'll play some Ghost Recon. 2,
Okay.
this, I'm not posting.
Almost gotcha. Are we switching over right now? Okay. I've already shut my stream off and I've already started the game. Ghost Recon away! Away!